What's up, nerds? So I finished the Acolyte, and it was not good. It was not good. I knew it wouldn't be. Like, they wrapped this up like toot sweet because they had to, and there was just a bunch of like member berries slash, they just were just going for whatever they could. It's like they just were like, hey, we need to wrap this sucker up, but we also need to like have some stuff that we're not going to explain, and then we also need to, oh, well, they'll explain it, but they'll do it in like a comic book. In fact, I think issue number 1 of this is coming out soon. I don't know, but they'll explain it in a comic book. You won't read it because you're a Star Wars fan. But it's just bad. It's just bad. Like, and we'll go through it with my breakdown and then all my thoughts at the end. And, but it just wasn't good. It was bad writing from the beginning. The fighting was good, but the writing was terrible. But so a good show that does not make. And I don't understand the Star Wars nut huggers that can love this. I can't wait to watch people that are shilling for this show for no reason. And they're just like, it's so good. And I'm all like, man, you guys really just love bad writing. You just love bad. We've had good writing for years. And now we get bad writing. You guys just love the shit out of it. Like, you can't tell the difference. You just can't tell the difference. Okay, let me go through this and then I'll just share all more of my thoughts at the end. All right, here we go. Okay, so after having a vision of Mae apparently killing Saul without a weapon, Osha and Kamir head out to find Saul and her sister while being watched by Darth Plagueis. Okay, so the fact that Plagueis is just like a creepy little golem in his little cave is just not like acceptable. Like, it's so stupid. Why Plagueis wouldn't reveal himself before this would be stupid. But of course, these are not Leslie Headland is not a Star Wars fan. She may think she's a Star Wars fan because she watched the movies a handful of times, but she's not a Star Wars fan. She doesn't love these characters. She knows fuck all about Darth Plagueis, all that stuff. She's very annoying, and the fact that, and so she has her little vision of Mae killing Saul, which we find out later is not the case. But and he almost gets possessed by her, which they haven't explained that whole shit except for the fact that you're a virgins, and it's like, you guys are like, there's no explanation of any of this bullshit. And so Kamir, he's got the black eyes, but he's like in her little Lord of the Rings world, when Frodo puts on the ring and they're in that like world of shadows or whatever, they're in that and everything, which is again so stupid. They don't explain any of that. But she's a powerful woman, yes, and everything. So again, not fans, and Plagueis showing up was just, them trying to be like, oh, look what we did here. We threw in a cameo, which there's another one at the end. All right. On the ship, Mae breaks free and crashes on Bardock in this like escape capsule ship thingy while, she's trying to escape Saul. So Mae breaks free, of course, again. She just breaks free and she gets out of the ship, and then Saul is chasing her down and he's going to shoot her down. But then that little hamster, the little otter, he's cute, but he's annoying. Like, and of course, he's just there to be like, whatever. It's so weird. The show is not only bad, it's weird. Meanwhile, Venestra gathers a group of Jedi to bring Saul in. So this whole time, right, Vanessa is on Coruscant, right? And she is getting like hounded by this senator. And he's all like, I don't think the Jedi are good. You guys are just like doing stuff in the shadows. And she's like, I can assure you we're not doing stuff in the shadows. And it's like, By the way, I just want to say this entire show, this actress who is Leslie Headland's wife, is a terrible actress. Like, she's terrible. Like, listen, I don't care what you say. If you try to defend this woman's acting, like, you just go away. Like, you shouldn't be able to watch anything ever again, because she is a terrible actress and she only got it because her wife was running the show. You know what I'm saying? So she tells this, oh my goodness, this Jedi also, this dude Jedi, this little soy boy Jedi is all like, Master Vanessa, we got to, and she's like, go get some Jedi, without causing a scene. He's like, all right, I'll go get him and everything. And I'm like, he's so like, I could take him. You know what I'm saying? So she's going to go get some to go get Saul. On Bardock, Saul, Kamir, and Osha begin searching for Mae, right? And inside the fortress, both parties confront and fight each other. And so Mae disarms Saul, but chooses to let him live so he can confess his crimes before the council. And Saul reveals that she and Osha are the same person and admits to killing their mother. All right, so we're on Bardock now, okay? And Osha, like, they go back into this little place, and I'm just telling you right now, they did not wrap this up very well. But so they're all looking for Mae. They're all running through this thing. Mae, where are you, Mae? And everything. And I'm all like, oh, who cares? Saul, go get back on your ship and just leave. Just leave. That's probably the best thing for everybody. But he doesn't. So, anyways, so they all start fighting, right? Mae and Osha start fighting. They start doing their kung fu jujitsu. Again, the fighting is pretty good. Although there were times when you could totally tell that one person was the stunt double, because they did like a little bit further back, but you could tell like just the shape of her face was not Amanda Stenberg. I was just like, oh, that one's not Amanda Stenberg. And then when they turn it around or whatever, I'm like, that one's not Amanda Stenberg. You can tell they have different faces. I'm like, so they could have done a little bit better with that one. I was just like, this is very Flashdance. You're all like, you can tell when it's not the actress. But so they're fighting, and Saul and Kumar are fighting, right? And they're just going, they're doing their thing. And I did think that Kumar was gonna kill Saul, but he didn't. And the fighting was like fine, it was good. I mean, but again, I'll say it again. I said it before. The fighting has never been, a negative. I don't think on anybody's radar. I don't think anybody has thought the fighting in this show has been bad. But just because you have a good couple of, you have some good fight sequences, a good show it does not make. And that's one of the problems. So he finally admits, because Mae's all like, I'm not going to kill you. You're just going to answer for your crimes, fucker. Admit you killed my mother. And he's like, I did, and everything. A really pissed off Osha uses the Force for the first time and chokes Saul to death, corrupting the kyber crystal in his lightsaber, which turns red. So now Osha is pissed, right? She's all like, you killed my mother? And I'm all like, honey, like, but I'm just, and he keeps, I did this to protect you. And I'm all like, did you? I mean, like, it's so stupid. How did that protect her? I've never understood that. I didn't tell you the truth to protect you. How would that have protected her? I mean, she'd be pissed. So now when she gets super fucking pissed off, her kyber crystal goes from blue to red. That's not how that works. Or at least if it is, it's something new, or it's something like in a comic book I didn't read, or in one of the books I didn't read. Because I read a lot of the books, the old books that are now legacy, but I didn't read all of them. I'll be honest with you. I didn't read all of them, but I'll tell you right now, I've never heard of a Sith Lord changing, or a Sith of any kind, changing their corrupting their kyber crystal and making it red. And that's why they have red lightsabers. So stupid, dumbest thing on here. Like, it was so dumb. So then she like straight up force chokes, and this is how you kill a Jedi without a weapon. You force choke them. And I'm all like, is this the first force choke ever? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I'm like, yeah, just kill Saul, because I don't care anymore. I literally don't care. Everybody on this whole show could die. So I just don't care. She and Mae escape together before Venestra arrives and discovers Saul's corpse. So her and Mae, they escape together and they climb down the little thing, and she's all like, I got sucked into this tunnel. Very Luke Skywalker, Cloud City, Empire Strikes Back. Because, of course, they don't have any like really good new ideas and everything. So, and then they escape and everything. Well, Venestra, her and her crew, they show up and they find Saul's dead body. Now, as the sisters are reconciling and everything, they are found out by Kamir underneath that little yellow tree. And Osha agrees to train with him. And then in order to protect Mae, the pair from the Jedi, Kamir wipes Mae's memory before she is apprehended by the Jedi. So Mae and Osha are standing at their little tree, and she's like, I told you. And she's like, I'm sorry to believe you and my sister. And I'm all like, oh my God, this is so dumb. This is so stupid. And Kamir shows up. He's like, if I can find you, they can find you. And they try to find him with the little rat, and so she's like, I'll come with you if you just leave my sister alone and everything. And I'm all like, what? And so she's all like, I will wipe her memory of you and your memory, all that stuff. So he wipes her memory, and then she goes off with Kamir to get like busy and stuff on what's it? The little, did they name the planet? Plagueis's planet. Anyways. And so she wipes her thing, and they do that. They start saying that stupid little poem that they do, like earth, sky, sea, water, whatever, 2 + 2. And then they leave, right? And Mae is arrested back on Coruscant, right? The Senate is growing weary of the Jedi's actions and launches an investigation into the Order. And Venestra, she decides to cover the whole thing up, these recent events on Bardock and the murders of Torbin, Indara, and Kelnacca, by putting all the blame entirely on Saul. And it is revealed that Kamir was once her apprentice. So they are back on Coruscant, right? And the senators are getting together in their little group, and Venestra's all like, lesbian Headland, her wife, is explaining the situation. And of course, you knew this, I knew this. They're blaming the whole thing on Saul. Saul killed those witches, then to cover it all up, he killed all these Jedi. And I'm all like, okay, this is stupid. And so, and I don't know if they like went in. I think they went in. They were like, we're just still gonna investigate the Jedi and everything. And it was like, so whatever. She later visits Jedi Master Yoda to discuss this situation. And so this last part really kind of also annoyed me, because it's like the Plagueis thing. They just threw Yoda in there to like be like, oh, Yoda and everything. So stupid, really dumb. It's just member berries, and I don't care. I literally just don't care. And I think it was just, it just shows that they didn't have anything of substance to go on except for really good fighting, and then these little tiny member berries / cameos. Like Plagueis did not need to be in there. Plagueis didn't need to, Yoda did not need to. It literally added nothing to the story. And that's the thing that they've done this whole time. And this whole show has been bad writing from the front to the beginning. Now, when Leslie Headland came out and said that when she pitched Kill Bill meets Frozen. And I thought that, I was like, you know what? That's actually, like, as a pitch, that's not actually bad. I'll call out a good idea when it's a good idea. So, you got the two sisters and then a Kill Bill kind of revenge thing. And I was like, that's really not a good bad. Like, get a Sith warrior in, like they did kind of like in episode 5, but where the bride goes up against the crazy 88, all the guys in the suits with the swords. Get like a scene like that, but with Jedi. Would have been, and they kind of did. Episode 5, the fight sequences were good, even though Shad broke it down and everything. If you didn't break it down, it's fine. So that actually, and then you got the two sisters kind of thing. And I like that idea. I actually thought that was a good idea, going on a revenge thing. When I first thought it was going to be Osha or Mae, whichever one of them died in service to the Jedi, and the other one wanted revenge because of it. And they didn't know she had a twin sister. And that's why they're all like, oh my God, who's killing all these Jedi? And then I think another problem with this show is they marketed it as who's killing these Jedi. And they tell you right off the bat who's killing these Jedi. And then by episode what 3 or 4, you're just like, I don't care. And then they switched it to, what did these Jedi do? Like in episode 3, you're like, what did these Jedi do that was so bad? And then by the time you figure out, you're just like, I don't care what these Jedi did. I literally don't care. This is not a good show. And the writing has just been bad all the way around. and they relied on stuff that just they relied on stuff they should have relied on the good writing and the good storytelling. And then to wrap it all up in this careless, so lazy. I'm not saying like I'm like a world like a great writer or anything like that. Like I'm not, but I'm telling you right now, I could have wrote a better story than this. Because I would not have relied on Plagueis and Yoda to wrap it up. And then they didn't explain a lot of stuff. They didn't explain, Kamir and Venestra and why he felt betrayed by her. What happened? She obviously thought he was dead, and he obviously felt betrayed by her. So what happened? Oh, we don't know because they didn't explain it. And that is lazy storytelling, people. You set it up. You should, by the end of your show or this season, because I don't think they're going to get another season, you should wrap things up. And they didn't do that. And this is bad. I hope this doesn't get a season 2. I don't even know if they're thinking about a season 2. I hope that Leslie Headland doesn't work again. I think that everybody, involved in this show should really be ashamed of themselves and should really take a step back and do some self-reflection before they take on a project. I get taking the money, and I'm not saying some of these people are like I don't know the actor's name that plays Saul. He's a good actor. The thing is, this show sucks, and it doesn't make him look good as an actor because it's like, oh, you picked a bad project. It just said Star Wars. You're like, hey, I better learn some English, and then I can do a Star Wars. And then Carrie-Anne Moss, what a waste of such a great talent. And then even Amanda Stenberg, like, I mean, I don't think she's a bad actress, and she's very pretty, but this show did not make her look good acting wise. And same thing with the mother. What was her name? What is I don't know the actress's name. The one that's like, she's a powerful woman. Yes. I find her quite annoying in real life, but she's very pretty and she's a good actress. So all in all, this show sucks. And I don't think that it added anything of substance to the Star Wars universe. And it's really like a complete abortion, in my opinion. It should have just been taken out of the Star Wars womb immediately. That is what I have for you guys today on this. I didn't like it. Nothing was cool in this episode. It just sucked balls. I just hated it. It was bad. But tell me what you guys thought about it. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite episode? For me, of course, it was episode 5 because it was all the lightsaber battle and stuff and everything. And you can criticize that. That's fine. I think everything can be criticized, but it wasn't. It was, and like I said, Shad Rossity, he broke it down, the lightsaber fight. But for me personally, I go, when I first watched it and I didn't break it down, I thought it was, and it slow it down, I thought it was a good lightsaber fighting and everything. But tell me what you guys think about it. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys, hopefully never again with an Acolyte, but whatever with Star Wars. You guys have a good day. May the Force be with you. Bye.